Hello to all you fire alarm and siren fans out there. It is FS Thunderbolt Fan 1000 here with another siren video. Here we are at the SWS shop, I guess you could call it. Making this video on a new siren that I got. It is a ACA electronic AL6000. Came from Oak Ridge, Tennessee. 3 of us got these at government auction. Well, we got them from a guy that won them at the government auction. He claims he's going to be putting them back into service down in, like, poorer countries or something. But these did not come with any controls. The company that took them down, I don't know who took them down. I'm guessing it would make sense that's A&S Services, but I couldn't read the side of the digger derrick in the one photo in Siren Enthusiast. So needless to say, there's 3 of these back into safe collector's hands. Right now I have it right next to my AR 1600 siren, so this one is older than this one, not sure by how much, but basically a lot of lichen on the side. This one's gonna get the full restoration. This one being the only yellow AR 1600, I'm gonna leave this one as is because it's the only yellow one that was probably ever made, or at least the only one that we know in existence. But basically, to make a long story short, I'm going to be, like I said, doing a complete refurbishment on it. Right now I'm working on getting all the drivers and Y connectors out of there. Some of these drivers are being stubborn, so I'm going to have to put it in the vise and really crank on to get them off. Some of the fiberglass is going to need some Bondo work. Like up here, there's some cracks and it's like worn really thin. So Bondo this a little bit in the spots where it's getting thin. Other than that, what's interesting to note about the sirens at Oak Ridge is that they were all hardwired, so into the main top control box. I don't know what was going on in the top box. I know the bottom box is probably the amplifiers, the tone generation board, all that jazz. But in the top box, they basically hardwired it to the top box. So you have your 16 positives for your speakers, a negative for the, whatchamacallit, for the rotator, and a positive for the rotator, and then 2 large wires going down to the audio negative. So how this differs between the normal electronics out there and everything else was up here on the top of this first collector ring here. There's 16 small ground wires for the speaker drivers. So these ones just had the 2 main lugs. So I'm probably down here gonna have to do like a terminal box or something, because I actually just ordered online an Amphenol connector just like the AR 1600, so that way I can run it off the control box without having to hardwire anything and use my same cable over there. What's funny enough is where they had the flexible metallic conduit connector right there, was like a 1.5 inches, I'm guessing, or 1.25 inch connector. Underneath are still the 4 holes to mount the Amphenol connectors, so that's what I'm planning on doing. I've ordered it. Surprisingly enough, I found one on eBay today for fairly cheap. So that is going to be my project going forward here, is redoing this and all that jazz. Only snapped a couple of the bolts. This one here got snapped off in there, unfortunately, so I'm probably going to have to drill that out. But other than that, and all these side ones also got snapped off for the driver cover, so all those are going to have to be re-drilled and re-tapped. I guess what I'm going to do is take this off, scrub her down, repaint it. Like I said, get some Bondo in the spots where it's pretty thin, like right in here. You can see right there where it's kind of worn down and kind of getting kind of crusty, so re-Bondo it there and get her looking back to brand new. So it should be an exciting project. Quite a cool piece of history, because as most people know, that this came from the K25 gas diffusion enrichment plant. So basically what would happen is you'd have uranium-238 coming in and go through a gas diffuser. They're trying to separate out the uranium-235, and that's the plant where they started enriching the fuel for the little boy. So it's a quite cool piece of siren history. I'm glad that I was able to help preserve some of them. You know, it's definitely a cool piece. It's not your standard AR 1600. It kind of has a cool backstory to it and whatnot. So as always, guys, I will update you as this project progresses, hopefully. Kind of doing it on the side is when I have time with SWS. You know, when we're not doing stuff, I'm going to be working on this. So that is pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and stay safe.